Hey, what is going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel today. Welcome to the beginning of the Formula 1 2020 Grand Prix. Yes, I know I'm a little bit outdated with this game, considering it is now 2022 and there is a new game, obviously 2021. But I do not have 2021, I only have the 2020 version. Probably will get the 2021 or wait until the 2022 version, but yes, I am, yeah, that's what I'm, yeah, I'm currently racing on 2020. So yeah, brand new, or not a brand new game, but a brand new thing on the channel. There are many reasons of why I am doing a brand new thing. Oh, that's the wall. One of them, or one of the main reasons is this week's upload was supposed to be an Until Dawn, but unfortunately the audio messed up. And if you guys know or have played Until Dawn, you will know that once you make a decision in that, you will you cannot go back and change the decision. So yeah, I'm having to. I did a whole video, and then once I finished the video, I went back and there was no audio, so you could not hear me. So the problem is now, because I've recorded that, I cannot go back to where I was. So I now have to play the entire game again and get to the point that I was at, which will be, which is a little bit annoying, because we got at least about about 2 hours maybe into the game. So that's a little bit annoying. I haven't. I'm not doing The Last of Us, mainly because the same thing. Well, not the same thing, but something similar has happened. I don't know whether you guys saw it.
We think the car behind might start to have fuel management issues. Let's see if we can use this to our advantage over the next few laps.
Okay, I was just listening to what that guy was saying. I don't know whether you guys were there for it, but about a month ago there was. I started doing a little stream of The Last of Us because I was thinking about streaming The Last of Us just because you know, it would just have been fun. But for some reason the that game file that I was playing on, for some reason didn't want to work, and then put me back to it put me back to the beginning. I don't quite know what I did, but yeah, I've lost that file, so I'm gonna have to start again from the beginning and get all the gear and stuff, because I don't want to get to where I was, because we were quite far into the game, and yeah, I didn't really want to just start with pistol because we had loads of other stuff. So I'm having to play through the game again and get to the point that I was at, which is a bit annoying. Yeah, and if you're the reason I'm not doing a Minecraft episode today is because I've done Minecraft for the last 2 weeks, and I don't really want to. Well, the last 2 weeks on the channel. I mean, I haven't uploaded in 3 weeks. That was due to whole Last of Us Until Dawn issue, but yeah, I don't want to. Last 2 videos on my channel have both been Minecraft. I don't particularly want to just keep doing Minecraft every week, so I decided to. The only thing that I could have done to get a video out this week is play F1 2020, which will be fun because, well, it'll be fun when it gets to the editing, mainly because
Good job. That was the fastest race so far.
This course, or this will take about an hour and a half to edit. no, sorry, to record. Yeah, and I've got to try and get that down to at least a 30 to 40 minute video, which will be interesting. So yeah, so we've started off pretty well on the Formula 1. We are in P1. We started in P1, so wasn't too difficult to get into P1. We are on lap 4 now, and the position is obviously me in first, followed by Sebastian Vettel, who is in the Ferrari, followed by my teammate Alexander Albon, and then followed by Bottas, and then Hamilton. And yeah, just because this is an old game, it's about 2 years old now. The teams are very outdated, so no one's in their right. Well, some people are, some people aren't, but yeah. I also will point out, if you guys can hear a load of wind behind in the background, that is because in the UK, which is where I am, we are getting hit by a massive by a storm, so the wind is extremely strong. So yeah, so if you can hear wind in the background, that is why. The wind is that strong. It is. You can hear it probably through the window. Yeah, which is a little bit annoying, but I hope it doesn't pick up too loudly. Just because I don't want the whole video to be just like the sound of the wind in the background. So yeah, well, it looks like we are now pulling out a second. A second on Sebastian Vettel, which means he cannot get any DRS on me. So we should be able to pull out some more distance from him, which is pretty good. So yeah, the way this series is going to work, I don't know whether I actually properly explained it, is what I'm planning to do is obviously go through the whole Grand Prix, so starting from Australia, which is where we are currently, all the way to Abu Dhabi, and then my plan is next to go on to a different racer. Obviously at the moment I am racing as Max Verstappen. After I've completed the Grand Prix, I'm going to go on to a new racer and see what happens, see if it's a bit more, obviously it'll be a bit more challenging as I go down to the worser drivers like the Williams or the AlphaTauri and stuff like that. But yeah, at the start we're going to be going for the faster races, so I think next course I'll probably either go as Mercedes or Ferrari, and then later down the line I will end up like at the Williams or the AlphaTauri. Yeah, I was thinking originally about doing it in order of the line, so on the home screen you've got like the choice of driver, and it goes probably, I think it goes Mercedes, Ferrari, Red Bull, McLaren, Renault, AlphaTauri, Haas, or something along that, Haas and Williams. I probably missed a load of them there. I cannot remember all of them on the top of my head. There's I think there is a team that I'm missing, but I cannot remember the name. But yeah, I was thinking about starting with Mercedes and then ending at the Williams. I know the Williams is at the end. But I decided not to do that, and I decided to just go with Max Verstappen, mainly because he is my favourite Formula 1 driver, and he is obviously the 2021 champion. Yeah, I'm not going to go into that. There's a whole rant going on about it, and I don't really want to go on about that because I think there's other channels doing that. So. Yeah, so we're on 7 lap. We're on lap 7. We are doing pretty well. We've got a 3-second lead against Sebastian Vettel, so we are pulling out quite strongly. The racer that I'm very worried about getting up in the getting up is Hamilton, because Hamilton is the fastest car probably in this whole game. nearly hit the wall. So he will probably catch me up quite quickly if I make the wrong moves. So yeah, I'm kind of glad he's down in 5th. He's stuck behind Bottas. But to be fair, Bottas is quite quick as well, and he is only a 0.2 seconds behind Albon. So maybe at some point he might overtake, but yeah, I don't know when that will be. And yeah, we did just get the fastest lap last lap. I don't know whether we're going to get it again. No, it looks like we're not. So yeah, we are we are pitting lap 18. So we've got about 10 laps until the pit window opens, which will be interesting. This game, at the moment I am playing with a few assists on, just mainly because I have not played this in a while. Not played this in about 2 months or something, I don't know. So I am a little bit rusty on it. So I will need, or have got, a few things that are helping me out. Sorry about that, guys. I was just quickly checking to make sure that I was audible and I could be heard, because I have recorded this video. I tried to record this video yesterday a few times, and I wasn't very audible. So I hope that has now been fixed and I can be heard. I did also check to see whether you could hear the wind, and yes, you can hear the wind a little bit in the background. Yeah, I'm a little bit sorry about that. There is nothing I really can do. Yeah, sorry about that. There's unfortunately, like I said, there's an unfortunate storm. There's a storm coming. So yeah. Still doing pretty good. We're still in P1. Not a lot has changed behind me. We have got a very long, by the looks of it, there is a very big gap between the Mercedes and 6th place. So I can't actually see him on the, you know what, I'm actually gonna quickly on screen display probably, speedometer, temperature, degrees Celsius. I don't know what that does. I'm going to get the full track, just so we can see where everybody is. A bit weird for me, because I've never actually really done this. There we go. Oh. So yeah, there is actually a fair bit of a big gap between Hamilton and the other Ferrari, Charles Leclerc. So we have got, yeah, so we've got a pretty decent gap. Not a big enough gap to, when we pit, we come out of a decent spot, but that is a bit of a decent gap that we've got. Ooh, hit a little bit of grass there. Don't really want to do that, mainly because we are losing time. I think we've lost about 0.2 seconds off the car behind. That doesn't seem like a lot, but in Formula 1 it is a fair amount. So we kind of don't want to do that. Alright, let's use our energy store and speed up and get down here pretty quickly. Bring out the distance between us and Vettel again, mainly because he cannot use DRS. However, he has got energy, or ERS, just like me, but yeah. We've got about 8 more laps until the pits. So yeah, what I probably might do at some point, there might be so in this video there will be some random cuts, just because I'm not putting out an hour and a half of video, because that would just that would be a little bit nuts, putting out an hour and a half of a racing thing. And to be honest with you, I don't think I could probably come up with commentary for that long, especially on my own. If
pushing, the car behind can't keep up with the pace. We think they're struggling with fuel.
If I was talking to someone, for example John, I probably could have kept. Oh God, what is going on with me this lap? I'm all over the place. Yeah, if I was talking to John during this race, I probably could have got some commentary going. However, he is not on. Actually, I think he is on. I don't know what he's doing, but his PlayStation's on, but he's not actually playing games, so I don't quite know what he's doing. So yeah, I'm on my own for the commentary. It's trying to think about things of what I could say and stuff like that. Yeah. I think what I'll probably do is I'm obviously going to keep this recording going, but I might cut it from now, or at the end of this lap I probably will cut it until we get to the lap of the pit stop, unless something interesting happens, like not Charles Leclerc, Sebastian Vettel catches up with me, or I crash, or anything like that. So yeah, we'll see what happens. So at the end of this lap there will be a cut, and then we will see what happens. And hopefully I don't crash and it's just a nice little cut and then we're in the pits. I'm not too sure. So I've been talking for, I'm going to say roughly about 10 to 12, I don't know, probably about 20 minutes actually, because these laps are quite long. So yeah, probably about 20 minutes I've been talking for. So yeah, we'll see what happens. So yeah, I will speak to you guys when we hit the pit stop. Right guys, I am back. I am not on the pit window lap, but I just thought lap before, you know, just start commentating. Not a lot has changed, as you probably can tell, judging by the fact that there was no added cuts or anything like that. Positions have all stayed the same. I'm in P1, Vettel behind me, Albon in third, Bottas in fourth, and Hamilton in fifth. Looking at the map on the bottom left, it looks like one of the cars, I don't quite know what that car is. I'm going to say maybe the AlphaTauri or something like that. I'm not too sure. But it looks like one of them is either has pitted and is really far behind, or they have some sort of mechanical issue. I have not had any reports over the radio saying someone's had mechanical issues or anything like that, so I don't quite know what's going on, but they are very far behind. I don't quite know who that is. If they do retire, we will find out at some point, hopefully. So yeah, we are just about to head on to the lap. We are supposed to be pitting. However, I do not usually pit when the game tells me to. Oh, okay, Bottas and Vettel have just pitted. Yeah, I usually pit when, whenever, to be fair, like whenever I choose. So like, I might pit like a lap later or maybe two, because at the moment the tyres are not too bad. However, with Vettel and Bottas getting on fresh tyres, I don't particularly want to risk that. But if we do pit, it looks like we will come out around about 4th place, so that's pretty good. So yeah, well, obviously now the positions have changed. Now that Vettel and Bottas have pitted, it is now Albon behind me, followed by Lewis Hamilton, I nearly forgot his name then, followed by Leclerc, and then Vettel is in 5th. So Vettel got a pretty decent pit stop there, so because mainly he only dropped 3 places, and we all still need to pit, so yeah, I probably will pit this lap. I think Albon will probably pit next lap. but I'm not too sure. So yeah, we're going to go head into the pits now, get on some fresh softs, and yeah, we'll see what happens. And yeah, here comes my team. That's Albon just passing.
Go.
Okay, I must have that switched on. Oh, it looks like Hamilton has come into the pits as well. I think we should... Yep, there goes Leclerc. He's just gone into the pits. So we are coming out on second, which is not too bad. So yeah, coming out on second. Obviously, Albon still needs to pit himself. But obviously he has not got faster and fresher tyres. So yeah, we've got Bottas. No, the position is now Albon in P1, followed by myself. I'm now being followed by Bottas, who has literally just overtaken Vettel, and then Vettel is fourth, and then Hamilton is back down to fifth. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. We've got to kind of keep a lead out of Bottas. Hopefully we can kind of keep a little bit of a distance between us. Main thing to do is just not do a mistake or anything. Looks like we are catching Albon by about a second, just on this lap alone. So, and he's not even gone to the pitch yet. So we did catch about 2 seconds on him. Before he pitted, so that's pretty decent. We do need to increase the gap and make sure that Bottas does not get any DRS on us, because there is multiple areas where he can get DRS, and there's some long straights, so we don't really want that to happen. We are now back in P1. Bottas has now just put in the fastest lap, mainly because he has had the faster, fresher tyres quicker or longer. So hopefully this lap we get a decent time and we are able to put in another fastest lap, as long as we don't mess up like that by going off the edge. But we did just get the purple in the first sector, which is not too bad. Yeah. We have pulled out another 0.3 of a second on Bottas this lap, now 0.4, so we are increasing the gap between us, which is good, because obviously I don't want him to get DRS on me. Hamilton has now overtaken Vettel, and I think Vettel has got some problem. I know he's had fuel issues most of the time, but he must be getting really serious, because Vettel was third a few seconds ago, so it must be a serious problem with the car. He might retire, I'm not too sure. I mean, he is still ahead of Albon, but not by much. We did just put in the fastest lap, but I believe Hamilton probably will... Oh no, Bottas. I thought Hamilton would put the fastest lap, but no. We're going to try again to get the fastest lap, so we've got to pretty much nail every corner. Yes, and not go off the edge. We've now got a 2.4 second gap to a Bottas, and Hamilton is now 3 seconds, so they are closing the door. But as you can see by the mini-map, or they are, as you can see behind me there, they're a little speck in the distance still. It's only when they get within a second then I've got to start to worry. Looks like Hamilton might start getting DRS off Bottas now, judging by the fact that he is around nearly a second. So yeah, that'll be interesting. We are closely catching up to the cars in that are behind us. We are probably, I'd say, around about 10 seconds maybe. No, actually maybe about 10 to 15 seconds behind the cars in last place in that. So we are not that far away from them. So yeah, don't really know what to say now. Kind of lost for words. I just got main thing I've got to do is just keep ahead of Bottas and Hamilton, and yeah, I don't really know what. I don't know what's happened to Vettel. He's still a little bit slow. I think there's a whole little battle between them two, which is fairly interesting. And then looking at the mini map, there's a whole group in Sector 2. Oh God, off the grass. That is not what you want to do. All that, and now by that mistake, they are now within a second of me. So now they've got DRS, which is not what I wanted. There's a whole battle between Albon and Vettel. Well, I looked at it there. Yeah, I did not really want to go on the grass there, but I've got to still keep ahead of them. Albon has now just overtaken Sebastian Vettel. So yeah, still got to keep a gap between us, but it's only when the DRS sections come in that I've got to worry quite a bit. I'm going to probably save my energy for the big straight, just so I can get a little bit of speed and keep my distance from them. Obviously, they're now going to get DRS from each other. Hamilton's going to get DRS from Bottas, and Bottas is going to get DRS from me. So yeah, the gap is slowly closing down. They are now both within a second of me. So yeah, this will be now a bit of more of an interesting race. We're going to switch on the ERS and get some distance, or as much distance as I can get before they activate their DRS and catch up with me. We did manage to hold them off that time. But they weren't very close to me, so that was a bit of a positive. The only thing I've got to not do is make a mistake, or what has happened in the past when I've last time I tried to record this, like yesterday. Some of the cars, sometimes the AI see a little gap, or see a gap that so they see a gap on the like left hand side or the right hand side, and they go for it, and they either damage their wing or nearly take me out. So that has happened a few times. They go for trying to go for gaps that don't even exist. Here comes Bottas on the left hand side. I'm going to nudge him to the left so he has to late brake, and that puts him further back. We'll add a little nudge, as in, well, we didn't make contact, but I kind of pushed him to the left, so we had to late brake. I don't think it's against the rules. Hopefully I'm not rule breaking. My idea for this is to try and like do this as Formula 1 would. So I've kind of got everything set as strict. But yeah, I'm not really. I do like Formula 1. Don't get me wrong. I watched a fair amount of races last year. Yeah, I'm not too knowledgeable on like the rules and stuff like that. I don't really know the rules too well. Obviously, there's some rules that I obviously do know because it's kind of common sense. But I'm not really knowledgeable on some of the rules, because there may be some rules that I am not aware of. But yeah, it does look like we are catching up the last place even more now. Whoa, there was a little bit of a problem there. We're going far too close to the corner. Looks like Albon is pulling out some more decent distance between Vettel. I still think Vettel has fuel issues, so that's probably what's going on. Charles Leclerc is still far behind Vettel, and then one of the McLarens, I think that is, I don't know whether that is Ricciardo or no, Ricciardo doesn't race for that. It's either, I'm not too sure actually. Hold on, I'm gonna have to check. Bear with. It is Sainz. Ricardo is not even in with McLaren, so I don't know why I said that. Right, got to use my energy. So yeah, it's Sainz behind Charles Leclerc. What were actually, before I continue again, what was the team? Like, we were talking about them earlier. It's Alfa Romeo. That's the team. Earlier I was talking about that looked like one of the cars, or last place, had mechanical issues or something, or a problem, because they were really far behind. I think they did just pit early, because now they've caught up, and yeah, it was the Alfa Romeo that was having the problem. We are slowly catching them up though. I'd say we are probably like within like 10 seconds of them. So yeah, we are getting there. We're getting close. Oh, I've got an itchy eye. It's not a good thing. Because like, it's like Albon. Oh, here comes Bottas. I'm going to use a little bit of energy just to make sure he does not overtake me here. I think he got a little bit of a slipstream on me there. He'll probably get... he's got another little slipstream and some DRS. But yeah, I think the last place is within 10 seconds. So hopefully when I pass them, I get some DRS and make it a little bit challenging for Bottas and Hamilton to overtake me. We're going to use energy. Go right up this, don't know how long this is, but go up here.
You're losing a small amount of time to the car behind. Keep pushing.
Yeah, I know, Jeff, thanks. So it's going to be a problem now, because like earlier I could cut the video because there wasn't a lot exciting going on, but now that Bottas and Hamilton are right behind me, it's a whole different story. How many? I think I got about 6 laps until pit. So what I'll probably do is I will cut the video here at the end of this lap and until pits, unless something like serious happens, not like an overtake or not like a near overtake or anything like that, and something like a crash or Bottas actually overtaking me or something along those lines. So yeah, at the end of this lap I will cut, and it will only be 6 laps, but I will speak to you guys then when we pit for the last time for the medium tyres. I don't know whether I mentioned, but we are on AI difficulty of 90, so we're about 20 off from the max difficulty, so yeah, these guys are a bit difficult. Anyway, that is going to be the end of lap 29. I will see you guys in 6 laps time, so I'll speak to you guys then.
Out of the race, a new strategy is available on the MFD. Okay, the safety car is
right,
out.
Guys. Sorry, that
to form up at a reduced pace. Keep a close eye on that delta time. Make sure to keep it positive.
Sorry about that, guys. I was not expecting this safety car. Looks like Lando Norris has gone out. It looks like he's just pulled over to the side. So I don't think anything serious has happened, but we have got a safety car. So it must be serious, otherwise I don't think they would have done it. I mean, we did just pass him. Oh, we got to keep our delta. We are going to go into the pits just to get some fresher tyres on, just like Hamilton and Bottas. So, yes, we're getting the faster, fresher tyres. So, yeah, I don't quite know what happened there. I don't know whether a safety car is really needed.
Go, exit now. We're racing on the exit. Complete. Go now.
Just because, like, I don't know whether you guys. I don't know whether you guys saw it, but he was like pulled over to the side, so I'm not too sure what happened. Right, we're gonna now catch the safety car. We've got to wait for all these cars to form up, which is a little bit annoying. So yeah, here's the safety car. We are at the front, so we are. So yeah, what I will probably do is, I know I have literally just started. I will probably cut it again, because this safety car will take about 3 to 4 laps, mainly because we were literally just behind Anthony, God's sake, Giovinazzi, I'll just call him that. We were literally just behind him, so it will take him a very long time to actually catch up. So yeah, I will probably continue the recording when the safety car comes in. But we had a little bit of drama, and we are now on the final, well, we have no more pit stops, so we're going to be finishing this on this race. So yeah, this should be interesting. Unless something else happens, I either hit the safety car or something else happens behind me, I will restart the recording when we finish the safety car. Just before I do, just going to let you know the positions. We are obviously in P1, Bottas behind me, still Hamilton, Albon and Vettel. I don't know why I did that, I just haven't done it in a while, just to keep you guys in the loop. So yeah, I will see you guys when this safety car finally finishes, about 3-4 laps later. So yeah, I'll speak to you guys in a bit. Right guys, I'm back. Yeah, so we're coming in this lap, and we've got to keep the pace going in sector 3. So yeah, we are still in P1. Nothing really happened. It took a lot shorter than I thought, honestly. I thought it would take a little bit longer, but we're still pretty good. We are hopefully not gonna get overtaken on the straight. Obviously Bottas does not have DRS, but we can now pick up the pace, and we are now racing again. We now have 22 laps to go until the end of the Grand Prix, and Bottas is got a slipstream of some sort. He's going on the inside. We've got a little bit of contact, I think, was made there. We'll just push him a little bit wide. Well, not physically push him, but force him to go a little bit wide. And yeah, we're back under race. I think this could be a good time for Bottas to overtake us, mainly because we are now both on fresher tyres. Thank you, Jeff. I already know that I've got a lot of energy stored up. You really do not need to tell me. So yeah, we've now got still the same position as obviously as the last time I stopped. Obviously, because we were in a safety car, there is no overtaking in the safety car. It is me, Max Verstappen, followed very closely by Valtteri Bottas, who is literally right on my tail, and then is followed by Lewis Hamilton, who's not as close, but he is fairly close. And then followed by Alexander Albon, who is about 2.4 seconds away from us, and then followed by Sebastian Vettel, who is about 4 seconds behind us. So yeah, we've kind of really got to get the distance out from Bottas and Hamilton, mainly because next lap they have DRS enabled, so we kind of want to get the distance out as much as possible. If we don't, then they have a very high chance of overtaking, but we will defend the position, hopefully. Any time that they try and overtake, we will not push them physically, but we will force them, or not force them, but slightly nudge them to the inside of a corner, or like one of these corners. Just so they have to brake early and stuff like that, because I think that's allowed. I mean, as long as no physical contact is made, then they should be all right. We really haven't made much of a gap. They are about to get DRS, so that's going to be a slight problem. But we will defend the position, like I said. We now have nearly 20 laps to go, and yeah. Hopefully we do end up on pole position, but I do not know, because 20 laps things are unpredictable. But we now are got a bit of ERS. We are increasing the gap a little bit, but that was pretty much all we could do. And now DRS is enabled, so they probably will be able to close the gap. And oh my god, wind! Seriously, you are so loud. I am really sorry if that is picking up in the recording. I really cannot do a lot about it. To be fair, at least it is something different other than what I usually pick up in my recording, which is my neighbour's dogs. My neighbour's dogs seem to want to go for a walk every single time I start recording, and I literally change the recording time pretty much every single day, or every single time I record, so it is a little bit annoying. But luckily I am actually in a different room. I've probably mentioned this before. I'm in a different room to my usual recording room, so about 5 videos now I've been in this room. That's why there's a little bit of an echo. This is technically my Godwind. Technically this is my official gaming room. I am hoping to get it decked out with all gaming stuff. And what is Bottas doing? That was not a gap that you could have gone down, and yet you still went for it. Yeah, I'm hoping to get my gaming setup a little bit decked out and get all the decent equipment. Right guys, I am extremely sorry about that. There was probably a cut there. The reason I cut that is because for some reason, I don't know what the AI was doing, but the AI literally came up, Bottas literally came up to my right and literally took my tyre out when there was, we were on that corner, just at the end there, and he literally just took my tyre out, literally, and there was no gap or anything. He just came up to my right and just took my tyre out. So I'm just going to cut that. And it'll just be a little bit of a cleaner race, because I don't really, I'm just annoyed that the AI just did that. It literally just took my tyre out. Like, there was no gap there, and Bottas just went up the right hand side and just took my tyre out. I was a little bit annoyed. Like, this is what I mean about the AI. They go for gaps that literally do not exist. It's like earlier, Bottas went for a gap, and just it didn't exist. The gap did not exist. It's like, so we were coming along here. Bottas was coming on my right. I moved over to cover the position. He still went for it, and there was literally that much of a gap left. Okay, that was just a bad example, but that's what happened. I'm gonna replay that. I'm gonna use a flashback just because I was just showing you what was going on. But that was annoying, right? Now I can do what I probably do. But yeah, there was barely a gap, and there was no reason for him to do that. That was so annoying, which is why he took my tyre out, so I had to restart the race with a flashback. So I try not to use the flashbacks, but in that circumstance, obviously I had no choice. And then that's just now I was just showing you what was going on, or what he was doing. So that's 2 flashbacks, but I will probably not use them in the future. So yeah, anyway, back to race. We are about not 4 seconds. We are 18 laps until the finish, and they are about 0.6 of a second. So what I'm probably going to do is I will probably cut that corner. Didn't mean to do that. Once again, I don't know what, I think I do not have corner cutting strict. But what I'm going to do is I am going to stop the recording, and I'll probably, when we get to the final 8 laps, I will probably continue, unless something interesting happens. But yeah, I'll see you guys on lap 50 unless something interesting happens. I'll speak to you guys in a bit. Again with the thing. Oh. Alright guys, you probably yeah, sorry about that. I know the random cut in. You guys probably saw that, or just saw what happened. Bottas came alongside me again. I really could not go anywhere else, and it actually, unfortunately, resulted in me taking his front wing out. So, yeah, I will openly admit, I took him out, but I didn't quite see what else I could do. I was either going to turn into the corner or drive off the track. And I didn't really want to do drive off the track. But then again, I also didn't really want to drive into him. But I had to make a choice. And I had to drive into him. So, to be fair, once again, that was his kind of fault. I mean, I really couldn't leave him much space. He was a bit of a late break. He broke a little bit late as well. But, yeah, take that what you will. You guys saw it. If it's my fault, it's my fault. Yeah, I really don't know what else to say. I mean, yeah. It's what happens happens. I really cannot do a lot about it. Anyway, now we've got Lewis Hamilton behind us, which is good. Hopefully we'll not take him out. But we have got about 10 laps left, and Hamilton is going on the inside. And George Russell is out of the session. Right, guys, sorry about that. Just had a little something happen. But yeah, had to quickly go and sort that out. I am back. Sorry about that. I can't remember what happened. I think George Russell just got knocked out, or has retired. Somebody's retired. Let's put it that way. Yes, Bottas. The Bottas situation happened. And we've got Hamilton behind us now with 10 laps to go. I probably will not cut the video anymore, just simply because we're in the last 10 laps and yeah, not much point.
Yellow flag.
Oh, yellow flag, which means Hamilton cannot overtake me, even though he's about to.
Okay, the incident has been cleared. Let's get back.
I thought he was not allowed to overtake me, but okay. Clearly the rules do not apply to him. But yeah. Ooh, nearly hit the wall. Ooh, little bit of contact there. Is he gonna have a Bottas moment? He is, and he's gonna take us out, but he has also taken himself out. And looks like Albon has taken first position. Okay, I don't quite know what else to say. He took me out and then took himself out. And that's that. Luckily I managed to come away with it a little bit okay, so no damage to the car. So yeah, we've now got to fight and get that P1 back. But if Albon does finish P1, then it's not the end of the world. At least we got a Red Bull up on P1 and hopefully P2 as well, which is not too bad. I don't know what the Mercedes are doing. I don't know what they're playing at. That's twice. Same corner as well. Same corner. They've taken me out and taken themselves out. But yes, we've got about 8 to 9 laps. And we should maybe be able to get Albon. Because the time is coming down. The time is coming down by quite a bit. So we might be able to get that P. We might be able to get that P1 back. I'm not too sure though. Looks like, I don't know, it's Mercedes, like looking at the map, but also focusing, yep, Mercedes have, I think that is Hamilton. He did damage his front wing. Oh, we're going over the sausage curbs, not too smart. But yeah, in all that, looks like Hamilton did damage his front wing. Not a lot else I can say. He didn't really leave the room and took me out, but also drove me into, and took me out and drove me into him. So there's not a lot I can say or do. But he is probably now bottom. He's probably now on the bottom, so he's probably about 16th, which isn't a bad thing for the championship. I mean, in a kind of way, I'm kind of a little bit glad, but I did want a fair race. But I guess I could not have that because he just decided to come up to my right and take a gap. To be fair, that corner is extremely sharp, so it is not the easiest thing to take. We've now got DRS, so we should hopefully be able to pull in the gap. Alright, we are really, really close to Albon now. We have got DRS. Come on. That time is going down quite a bit. We're going to brake a little bit early. Ooh, a little bit of contact. But that was my fault because I didn't brake in time. A little bit of a corner cut there, but that's alright. We didn't gain any advantage. And if anything, we lost the advantage. This is a very interesting final few laps. Lot on the line. We've got about 3 laps left. Come on. I think our tyres have given up. I'm going to put it back down to standard. I think it is, like I said earlier, I think it is inevitable. I think Albon has got the win, which is a bit annoying.
You're increasing the gap on the car behind.
I don't want to increase the gap behind me, I want to decrease the gap in front of me. Oh, we are playing a little bit risky by late braking most of the time.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
Right, we've got 3 laps, but we've got 2 laps. Oh, no, we've got 3 laps to go. If we stay right behind him, we should hopefully maybe be able to get some slipstream as well. Oh, there's the wall. Did we get any front wing damage? No, we did not. Oh, we went a little bit on the out. Oh, no, there we go. That's it then. That was the chance, and we've just blown it. But there we go. That's the Australian Grand Prix. We are finishing on 2nd, which is not too bad for the first race. But yeah, 2nd place, not too bad.
Race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
He sounds so mad. Pierre Gasly is driver of the day, which is pretty nice, pretty decent.
Red Bull pulling out all the stops today. What a great win. Anthony, tell me, what was it that helped them achieve this success?
Without a doubt, the safety car changed everything.
Yep, well that safety car did change a lot.
Reacted to the situation quickly. We've seen teams in the past throw away wins because they were too hesitant, but here they were decisive.
Oh, we just got in the points, man. Just about got in the points.
Here come today's winners. The team at Red Bull have done a phenomenal job recently. It's clear to see that they've put in the work and they should be proud of the victory they secured here.
Well, we had to settle for second on this one, which is not a bad place, to be honest with you. We're still on the podium. We still got a lot of points, 18 points, and we are ahead of our rivalries, Mercedes, in this game.
Now, let's discuss, Ants. Who would you say is a contender for driver of the day?
I'll probably go for Pierre Gasly. The team did a good job with the
Fair enough.
strategy to put him in amongst the pack, but it's the driver's job to capitalise on those opportunities.
Bottas managed to go
He did so with a lot of skill.
managed to come up 6th after all that, and Hamilton managed to come 9th after all that as well. So
And we'll see you for the next one.
not too bad, not too bad at all. Hamilton got 3 points out of that, and yeah. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to quickly have a little look at the highlights and see what the highlight moments were. I'm probably going to stay silent for this, but yeah. So yeah, that was the highlights of that race. Obviously, they showed where me, Hamilton, and Bottas all collided with each other. Yeah, once again, I could not really have done anything else. They took that corner way too sharply. But yeah, that was the Australian Grand Prix. We will move on to the next one, which should be, I think, I don't know actually, I can't remember on the top of my head. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this. It's a little bit different. We will do the whole Grand Prix. From obviously we've done Australia, we now move on to the next one, and we will finish at Abu Dhabi. Hopefully on the podium at the top. So yeah, the standings are obviously in the order the race finished today, starting with Albon, then me, then Vettel for the top 3, and then the constructors, we are at the top with a grand total of 43 points, followed by Ferrari. So yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy that video, and I'll see you guys next week, hopefully for another Grand Prix. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. See you guys.